Hello everyone, this is Dinesh Sharma from English Excellence with DS, and today we are going to discuss about grooming and importance of grooming in the life of a professional, be it a doctor, engineer, lawyer, or any other profession. And we are going to discuss about the significance of grooming for success in career. The agenda of this presentation is grooming, body language, and professional etiquette. So three dimensions we are going to cover in this video today. First one is grooming, and people learn best not by being told, but by the experiencing uh, the consequences of their thoughts and actions. Grooming and its importance. Grooming is the process of making yourself look neat and attractive and presentable. The things which you do to make yourself and your appearance tidy and pleasant come under grooming. Grooming is important for a positive self-image and to encourage and assist the resident to maintain a pleasing and attractive appearance. Grooming fundamentals and levels, individual level personal grooming, group level grooming of a team, organization level grooming of a company. There are three fundamental levels of grooming. It happens on personal level, team level, and company level or organization level. Personal grooming fundamentals: you must have your hair clean and styled appropriately. You should check on the growth of your nails and skin and teeth as well. You should clean your teeth regularly and take proper care of your skin. Many professionals wear makeup, depends on their field of working. And check fragrance and clothing if it is if your job or your field of work requires you to apply some deos and perfumes and fragrances, so be very much selective about it and take care of your clothing properly. People perceptions from groomed appearance of professionals. People take you when people look at you in a groomed appearance, they think, they believe and they perceive you are as a professional, a true professional, and they appreciate your level of sophistication, and they believe that you are intelligent, and they also begin to trust you and begin to rely on you because you project an image of credibility and reliability, and you command respect from people because of your groomed and attractive appearance, sophisticated appearance. Now we come to the point where we are going to discuss about body language, and these are some of the images of body language, animated images. Look at them. How do we communicate? There are four dimensions of communication. First one is text and writing. Via writing we communicate, via body language we communicate, and via visual cues we communicate, and by speaking and vocal and using our voice and verbal capacities we communicate with people. Do you know what you are saying when you sit like this, when you give this expression, when you give this expression, and this expression? So each and every gesture that we knowingly or unknowingly make speaks a lot about our response to our reactions to people. Non-verbal mode of communication, we do every single aspect of our interaction with another person. It is the minor mirror that tells us what the other person thinks and feels in response to our words or action. That's why body language is very important in our all our communication, because sometimes you seem to be very interested, but your gestures communicate that you are not into the discussion and you are not mindful of the words of the speaker. Body language matters: positive and aggressive, cool and calm, nervous or scared, active, passive and dull, negative or weak. Messages must be received as well as sent. So is listening. These are the you look at these images and you'll see the body language of the person. One person is have both the hands on his ears, and other person is half oozing and lost in thought while she is trying to talk to him. So this is a body language that we mostly you know adopt to our in our communications, and which is a negative type of body language. What is non-verbal communication? Non-verbal communication is equal to communication without words. When we don't you have to use language or words to communicate things with people, it's called non-verbal. And non-verbal communication happens through body language or via gestures. Non-verbal communication is the process of communication through sending and receiving wordless messages. Importance of non-verbal communication. Verbal and non-verbal communication plays an important role in how people interact with one another. People are using around 35% of verbal communication and 65% of non-verbal communication in daily life. Non-verbal communication has also cultural meaning. Non-verbal communication, which is up to 65% of our communication, includes facial expressions, tone of voice, movement, appearance, eye contact, gestures, posture, etc. Tips to good communication skills. Whenever you are communicating with anyone, you should try to maintain maximum eye contact with the audience, and you must be aware of your own body movements, gestures, and expressions must be controlled. Convey one's thought clearly, and you should use proper language to convey your thoughts. There must be little grammatical mistake or expressional mistakes in your communication. Your message should be formed properly and rehearsed. Practice it, and you must practice your communication style or communication before actually communicating with people. These are the characteristics of effective communication. It is two-way, it involves active listening, it reflects the accountability of speaker and listener, it utilizes feedback, it is free of stress, it is clear. Etiquette basics: creating a positive image, behavior, exhibit a positive attitude and pleasant demeanor, use a firm handshake, maintain good eye contact, appropriate introductions, introduce someone by their title and last name, Mr. and Mrs., Mr. Dr. Smith, unless otherwise specified. Rise when you are introducing someone or you are being introduced, or you are shaking hands with people. You must be rising from your seated position. Non-verbal communication is important. Show communication respect and consideration for others. Office etiquettes. Etiquette is a French word which means a ticket on ceremonial or other important occasions. A ticket of instructions was issued to visitors detailing what they should do. Thus, the ticket enlists the rules of decorous behavior observed in a polite society. In a professional sense, this includes behavior towards clients and colleagues which is in their best interests. Email etiquettes: be concise when you are writing email to the people in your organizational setting. You need to follow these etiquettes. Be concise and to the point. Answer all questions in your email. Use proper spelling, grammar, and punctuation wherever needed, and do not attach unnecessary files. Do not overuse the high priority options. Do not write in capitals as it is taken as written in anger. Read the email before you send. Do not overuse reply to all. Do not forward chain letters. Never use email to discuss confidential issues. Use meaningful subject, avoiding urgent or important. Mm, Don't ever forward any junk mail. Don't reply to spam. Telephone etiquettes. Now we discuss telephone etiquettes. Feel good about your work. Smile. Have a positive attitude. Place the receiver of the telephone correctly. Organize your desk. Identify yourself and the company. Offer assistance in the absence of others. Do not make commitments for others. Take accurate messages. Hold procedure and transferring calls etiquettes. Seek permission, specify the duration, explain the reason for the transfer of call, wait for the customer's response, get back to the customer in the committed time frame. Handling complaints, listen carefully to the complaints of the person on the other side, convey sincere interest and be empathetic. Agree as often as possible, remain calm and courteous, do not argue, do not interrupt, do not blame co workers, explain clearly, do not make unrealistic promises, apologize, act fast, follow up. Call closure, summarize what has been discussed, ask if you can provide further assistance, and on a positive note. While closing the call, have a pleasant tone and be courteous. Don't sound rushed. Pause at appropriate places. Work etiquette. Maintaining personal and professional boundaries at workplace is very much required for all the professionals. Refrain from using office supplies for personal use. Very important. Refrain from using swear words. Don't use abusive language at your workplace. Avoid emotional outbursts. Control yourself emotionally at your workplaces. Whatever the situation is, you must never overreact or react in outbursts. Don't groom yourself in public. Pick up after yourself. Respect others. Cubicle office space. Thank you very much. I hope you have learned a lot from this presentation, and if you appreciate these efforts, please do like and subscribe the channel and spread the word, and I hope this helps you a lot.